It's great to have you here with me today. Historic day. So my topic, changes in the Dow and your portfolio. The three stocks that are being removed from the Dow Jones Industrial Average that you'll be reading about are Bank of America, Alcoa, and Hewlett Packard. The three stocks that are going to be placed on the Dow Jones Industrial Average will be Goldman Sachs, Visa, and Nike. So the reason they make these changes, there is a committee with Dow Jones and with the Dow Jones services that basically they determine if companies currently on the Dow are no longer a reflection of our economy and the markets. And so these changes are being made. The last time that three stocks were replaced by another three stocks was 2004. So this is kind of historic here as these changes take place. And you have to think about the difference, of the companies in terms of Bank of America versus a Goldman Sachs. Visa actually was listed as like a technology company in its own right, which I find very interesting. So I would encourage you to read about the changes, to understand those, and then when people say to me, how does that impact my portfolio? Well, unless you own those individual stocks, a lot of times when they're being placed on an index, whether it's the Dow Jones or an S&P 500 or a NASDAQ index, a stock, people will be buying and selling just to adjust their portfolios in relation to the indices. So, unless you own the individual stocks outright, if you may be in a Dow Jones Industrial Index type investment, then you could see some impact there. But the biggest thing on these changes is how it reflects our overall economy. Gives you a gauge as to how we're moving forward in different industries and how other industries may no longer be the wave of the future. So I wanted to talk about that a little bit because it's going to be big news over the coming weeks, and it also will cause a lot of adjustments in the portfolio. But I think in terms of your portfolio, as I've described here earlier, unless you're in an index tied to the Dow Jones Industrial Average or just out and out own those stocks, it may not impact it at all either way. But we've got a lot of questions and emails on it, so I wanted to make sure that we just clarified that. Really appreciate you being here. Please take time out to forward this to somebody if you're a client of ours. And if you're not a client and you're watching, I hope you're getting educated on the types of things we talk about, and at the same time that we're making a difference in your life just as we are in our clients' lives. We always strive to do that, and I hope you'll also forward this to help somebody else understand what's going on in the financial markets. Thanks again. Look forward to talking to you soon.